My second little brother that I had, I was matched with him when he was 7. He was being adopted by a single mom who was 63. He had been in and out of foster homes since the time he was 5 and or 2, and she had been his foster mother for the majority of that time. I met him when I was probably late 30s, and he was 7, and just the most lovable kid. He had some neurological and mental difficulties and troubles with his speech, and it was just so unbelievable to see this kid who had had all these challenges in his life, and to spend time with him. He was just the most lovable kid, and he got really comfortable with you, and he would tell you things that, if his mother needed to know. We always talked to him together about that. But then at puberty, he developed mental illness, and that turned life completely upside down. And it he was no longer safe to work at home, and then, I mean, to live at home. He was bounced from group homes and foster homes and would run away, and it progressed. The illness progressed more and more, and finally he ended up hospitalized in a psychiatric institution for a year and a half, and then in the state psychiatric hospital for about 9 months. And during that time, I saw him every 2 weeks, and it was pretty amazing process. You never knew what you were going to see when you went in there. You never knew what condition he was going to be in, but it was a huge thing in acceptance for me to 13 years of trying to figure out what's going on with them. I saw stuff in there I never thought I would see in my life. And I came to appreciate the people who take care of those folks, and how hard it is for people with mental difficulties and handicaps to live independently, and what the power of having other people help them out really was. And that was profound on my life. It turned my spiritual beliefs and thoughts and understandings just upside down, because why I could never understand why a kid that had all these challenges and made some good progress, then all of a sudden that gets stricken with that disease. It was pretty incredible. And I wrote a book about it, a memoir on that, and it was helpful to do that. But I never once regretted any of the time I spent with him, because it was just a, a journey, unbelievable journey. But at the end, it wasn't blood relatives that were around him. He had no blood family. It was people who had stepped forward to help him, and they were the ones that were there for him all the way to the end.